Hibernating.
Hello, I am Denise Satoma and this is my Portal 2 custom level named Hazardous Transport. As soon as you enter the chamber, you are able to see key objectives here like the box right in front of you and the slanted panel. The lower area is also covered in hazardous goo, which blocks the player path, encouraging the player to get more creative with how they would need to reach it. The slanted panel already should give the player an idea of how to progress the higher section to the right. As you see, the player has to continue to observe their surrounding area and find a way to boost themselves there. Looking up, I use these lights to draw the player attention to the ceiling, and the first part of the navigational puzzle can easily be solved by adding a portal above and below the player while falling quickly and changing the above portal to the slanted panel. The player now has a better visual of the box, but also of the exit and the elements required to open the door. They also have a visual of the next area and what this may require them to do. I use the law of glass throughout the level to help with player navigation. Using the light bridge, the player can easily reach the first box and bring it to the exit. This was actually all there was to the first version of this level. Very short and barely anything was used. It would have been a great tutorial level, but that is not the aim for this. I wanted it a bit more difficult and have a bit more of a sense of progression as well as exploration a bit of the area. So next, you see the extension of the first version. You can immediately spot a new threat. The first turret can easily be avoided and taken care of by placing a portal right under it and another in a different place. The next part is slightly more difficult only because there are two turrets now and they are placed higher than the player, so the previous way of dealing with them can't be used. This part has the player use a different method of dealing with these turrets by using a portal to get behind them and push them off. This would have also been done by bringing over the previous box and blocking their hits, then destroying them with the box. Next, the player is needed to jump across to a different elevated area and turn off the laser field to be able to move on. The player can then straight away see a track platform indicating that there may be another objective above the player. Moving past the player needs a way to activate it. They can do this by using the sphere. Because of the sphere, I had to change the exit buttons to Q buttons, as I found out that through playtesting, people could just bring the sphere and use it instead to open the exit instead of getting the box. I also added the glass to try and stop it from rolling away, but it still rolls quite a bit. A better enclosure for it would have been nice to have as an improvement for later. Placing the sphere, the player finds that it not only activates the platform, but it also turns off the laser field, which can help the player get back to the previous area faster. Going up to the platform, the player can find that the last box needed to activate the exit is there. But this level could pretty much be improved in many areas. Honestly, it could have been made a bit more challenging, but Mainly, it could have been improved when it comes to visual aesthetic. I would have wanted it to have a bit of meshing done and give it some kind of unique identity and visual.